We raised these concerns, and unfortunately, here we are again.
Paulina Reyes hasn't stopped working since last Thursday.
There is no local or county or federal support.
Reyes is a managing attorney for the Immigrant Defenders Law Center, which is one of the nonprofits, mutual aid organizations, and advocacy groups welcoming migrants at the Iris Avenue Transit Center in San Isidro. And they're all scrambling right now because the Migrant Welcome Center, run by the nonprofit SBCS, closed last week. San Diego County supervisors had allocated $6 million for the center, and it was supposed to stay open through the end of March, but they ran out of money before the end of February.
As a result, this led to the site's sudden closure without proper notice to on-site partners like ourselves, and without any transition plan in place.
Megan Zavala is a policy analyst with Al Otro Lado. She's among the advocates frustrated by just how quickly the money ran out.
Despite this infusion of $6 million, we have no welcoming infrastructure to show for it.
Customs and Border Protection has been releasing asylum seekers and other migrants into the streets of San Diego since September. When it started, advocates asked county leaders to invest in long-term efforts like physical space to host these services. But that didn't happen, and now the street releases are back, with more than 1,000 dropped off since last Thursday.
At the moment, we are frustrated that the money was spent in the way it was without a lasting infrastructure. We understand that $6 million isn't able to keep us going for many years, but it should be an investment to lay a foundation.
To be fair, more than 81,000 migrants received help through the Migrant Welcome Center while it was open between October and last week, according to SBCS. Kimiko Hirota is a policy advisor at the Women's Refugee Commission. She says even without county funding, welcoming migrants doesn't have to be so chaotic.
The reception of new arrivals doesn't need to be only through a crisis response or emergency response. It works so much better when we're able to work collaboratively and to not try to back away from the work, but instead to lean in.
Hirota says that there are examples of orderly and sustainable migrant welcoming programs right here in San Diego. Jewish Family Services has helped more than 200,000 migrants in the last 5.5 years. CEO Michael Hopkins says the work requires lots of collaboration.
Because this work is bigger than Jewish Family Service or any one organization. It's bigger than the county, it's bigger than the city, it's the state. All partners need to be have skin in the game and to be doing this work.
Jewish Family Services receives money from the federal government and private donations, but those dollars aren't fully guaranteed for next year. The overall funding picture is likely to remain cloudy. Budget deficits in California could lead to cuts at the state level. And guessing what federal funding will be going forward is next to impossible until the November election. This is why San Diego region needs to develop a long-term plan. So says Kate Clark, a senior director for Jewish Family Services.
We are a border community, we are a border state. Folks are going to be fleeing for protection from all over the world. Our unsheltered service system is broken. Our immigration services system is broken.
But as of right now, elected officials in San Diego don't have a plan in place. This week's agenda for the San Diego County Supervisors indicates that they've begun drafting a plan for a, quote, long-term federally funded migrant transfer site, but still no specifics. KPBS reached out to San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria and County Supervisor Nora Vargas. Neither responded to a request for an interview. Pedro Rios is another advocate who hasn't stopped working since the Migrant Welcome Center closed.
As members of a governing body, they should be tuned into all these changes and understand what their roles and responsibilities are, and not just simply say, well, here's $6 million, fix it. That money's bound to run out. Obviously, it ran out faster than what everyone expected it to.
He really hopes that a plan will be coming soon. Gustavo Solis, KPBS News.